Peter, maybe you shouldn't say anything bad about the network.
Oh, why? What are they gonna do? Cut our budget? I'm gonna go get a beer.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's podcast. We are on a little bit earlier tonight. Just because I got on a little early tonight, I fell asleep, and I was tired, so here we are. Let's jump in to the first subject for today's podcast. Hold on, let me pull it up here. I will be on from 7:30 to 8:30 tonight, instead of 8 to 9, because I'm tired. Just give me 1 second to pull everything up. Alright. Welcome, everyone, to the podcast. On today's podcast, we have a series of random topics to talk about. Let me start by saying this podcast is not for everyone. The topics can be inappropriate at times and not for minors. If you are rude or disrespectful, you will be kicked out of the live. Any questions, please hold till the last 5 minutes. My podcast is every night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's not that time. I'm on a little early tonight. So now, without further ado, let's get into the first topic for tonight. Best makeup product. Best makeup product that I've ever used or owned, I'm going to have to say is liquid blush. Liquid blush is a lifesaver. It's so easy and quick to apply if you just want to, throw some on and run out the house. You can just do 2 swipes and then blend it out with your finger. I love liquid blush. It's awesome. But yeah, I've been doing makeup for 4 years now, and for all of my years I've been doing makeup, I've never been able to do foundation. Foundation was always so hard for me to do because it just was. It was one of those that I really just couldn't do on my skin. So yeah. Alright. Next topic we have here is places I want to travel. So places I want to travel. Let's start with the first place I want to travel, which is New York. New York. I'm not going to start singing. I'm not going to put y'all's ears through that. New York was probably, is probably one of the top places on my list to, travel to, see a Broadway show, drag show, have some fun. Next, the, other place I would love to travel is Thailand. I've seen pictures. I know people who've been there. It's such a pretty place. So many magnificent sights. But yeah, so those are 2 places that I would really love to travel. A lot of people don't know, I am a huge beach fan. I love the beach. It is one of my favorite things to do. But what is not fun when you're on the beach is the wind. Oh my god, I can't stand a windy day on the beach. A windy day on the beach is exhausting because then you can't sunbathe because you have to worry about sand getting in your eye, or you get in the ocean, you get out, it's cold. So a windy day on the beach sucks ass. That is the worst way to relax. Which brings us into our next topic. Worst way to relax. The worst way to relax for me would have to be jogging. I know a lot of people who can jog or go to the or go on a run to relax. Not me. I can't do that. I could go on a walk. I can go down some stairs, but my fat ass ain't going jogging nowhere. So that's the worst way to relax to me. Cause yeah, my fat ass ain't jogging. What's one of my favorite foods? One of my favorite foods, waffles. A lot of people hate on waffles, and I don't know why. Waffles are really good, especially the Eggo waffles. They're so good with like some butter and syrup. So good. Welcome in to all the viewers. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for the likes. I currently am not in view of my phone. My phone is set up on the side, so if I don't see your comment, I apologize. I am half blind. Our next topic here is, do I have any plants? Oh God, do I have any plants? Yes. I have a huge garden out front of my house. I have many indoor plants. And next year I'm doing a vegetable garden in the backyard with corn and cabbage and peppers. I might do some fruit, maybe some watermelons and blueberries. Who knows? It's just, gardening was one of those things that I picked up during COVID, and I just continued to do it because it just was so enjoyable to do. But gardening, now that COVID's over, is so hard to find time to do because I'm always running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Because I'm so busy. What is my favorite book? One of my favorite books is probably going to have to be Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants was fire. It was a good series. Captain Underpants was an amazing book series. When I was a kid. So, if I have to pick a favorite, I am on here from 7:30 to 8 tonight. So, if you are just coming in, do know that we are starting to wrap up the podcast. You arrived late. I will be back on either tomorrow or Tuesday. There will be a video announcement on my page for the next podcast. Anyway, let's jump into our next topic. Favorite vape brand. My favorite vape brand, I'm gonna have to go with a classic. My favorite vape brand, is a Vuse. Just simple menthol. Very simple. Worst restaurant I've been to. Worst restaurant I've been to is this little place in Ocean City, called Touch of Italy. There's this place in Ocean City. It's called Touch of Italy, and they have the worst fucking pancakes. Their pancakes taste like butt. They are not good. Vape break. Favorite piercing. One of my favorite piercings. Oh, that's hard. I have a lot of piercings. I'm going to say my new piercing, my helix piercing, is probably my favorite at the moment because it's my brand new piercing. So, of course, I love it. But that is all for the questions. So now I'm just going to start wrapping things up here. A little early. I'm going to try to drag it out as far as I can to 8 o'clock. Although it was fun. I am super tired tonight, but I still wanted to come on and do somewhat of a podcast because I have been so busy lately. I just haven't been able to hold my podcast, so I really want to come on and do my podcast. Although it has come to the time where I am going to start wrapping up. I am going to go eat dinner because I am hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. So that is what we are going to do. Well, not you guys, me. I mean, you guys might eat dinner, but I don't know. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'm gonna have me some chicken or something. I don't know, whatever my aunt made up in that fridge. Oh, we do have one more question, y'all. We do have one more question. What's your top 5 favorite movies? My top 5 favorite movies. Let's start with oh, this is a hard one, y'all. This is gonna get me thinking. Top 5 favorite movies. Let's start off with the first one, which is Rocky Horror Picture Film. That's gonna have to be right there at number 1. Rocky Horror Picture Film. The original one and the newer one with Laverne Cox. I love Laverne Cox. She is a diva, goddess. She's everything. Second, another movie. Despicable Me is gonna have to go in there at number 3 for Despicable Me. Another one of my favorite movies. Megamind gonna have to go in there at number 5. Megamind was one of my favorite movies. The Incredibles. Both of The Incredibles. But the one that I love the most was the newest Incredibles that came out with Jack and his superpowers. Oh my gosh. Jack is adorable. And the fact that they gave him the power to turn into a demon is hilarious to me, especially because it's a Disney show. I'm surprised people didn't complain about that. Because you know how sensitive it is. Alright, number 2 on my list of movies is hard because I have a lot of movies that I like. But let's go with one of my favorites. And that is Burlesque with Christina Aguilera and Cher. So with that said, this podcast has come to an end. I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. I love ya. I will be back on either tomorrow or Tuesday. A video will be posted following any news on the podcast either tonight or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But this podcast has come to an end, and I will see you all and talk to y'all tomorrow. Love ya. Love ya. Bye.